My name is Roy Craddock. I've been doing martial arts for 30-some years, and I've been a carpenter for 20-some years. If one day I had to use the hammer a lot or drill a lot or shovel, my hands would always hurt. So I tried Alex's block, and after about three to 4 months, I noticed that the pain, the hand pain, the finger pain, all went away. And I could feel my grip being more solid. I use this block every other day. I start off with a warm-up, and I hold the warm-up for 1 minute. To get the proper grip on this, I kind of center my hand over that, drape all 4 fingers downward, and try to keep them somewhat straight so I got great contact on that. It's kind of right on my knuckle, right on the corner. On the back side, I keep that thumb as straight down as I can, almost equal to the middle finger. I add my weight, set my timer for 1 minute, make sure I have the proper hand grip, everything feels good, not too much pressure down, just good enough and tight enough. And then pick up and time. My time's almost up. As my time ends, I hit the stopwatch, set the weight down, and go to the other side. A few months ago, I noticed that, because I don't wear a ring working, so when I went to put on my ring, I noticed I couldn't get it on as easy, and it slowly got tighter and tighter to the point where now I can't even fit it. I had to get a different size ring because my finger size, or my fingers actually increased that much where I had to, the ring didn't even fit anymore. Secondly, my gloves, the large size gloves I wore, now my hands aren't growing, they're not physically getting longer, but they're physically getting thicker. I can't fit into my large size gloves anymore. I had to get the extra large size gloves to fit comfortably. If I wear the large size, they hurt. I can't close my hands all the way. They're just wrong size. A friend of mine, we were grappling, and he had his grip in there, and he was going for the second one, and we were grappling for 5 or 10 minutes. I was really tired and a little bit kind of panicking, you know. So I reached down and grabbed his hand and just full strength just grabbed it and started turning it, and he started screaming, saying, "Stop, stop, stop," tapping. So I let go, and he goes, you know, "Hey, my hand, you almost broke my hand." He goes, "What were you doing?" And I just grabbed his hand. So from that point on, I'm cognizant of when I grab somebody, I have to be kind of mellow with their hands so I don't hurt them, because you get that much finger and hand strength that it's just not natural. It's superhuman. In basic guard position, everybody knows this spot, just by grabbing the wrist or the sleeve, whatever I chose, even if we're in no-gi and I had control of his wrist, guys would get to the point where they would panic in this position because they couldn't pull away because my grip became strong and it gets stronger all the time. So they would do silly things like pull it all the way back and allow me to have other options, basically. They would panic because the grip was so strong. The stronger you can make your hands clenched, the harder your fist is. The more fist strength you have, the harder you can punch. So any martial artist can benefit from this. I mean, obviously, just talking about what we did with the grapplers, I mean, it's huge. I mean, grabbing anywhere on their pants. The second I grab, I'm sweeping them, or I'm throwing them. They ain't getting away. I'm controlling them how I want to. They're not telling me what to go, even if it's their leg. Whenever reaching in the gi and controlling, once I got that locked in, they're not going anywhere. It's gold. It's literally a lock, along with the other. Once I'm controlling the gi with my hands and fingers, it's pretty much of a done deal. 18 months or so into it, the weight's going up. I started off with nothing. I started off with just this block for a month. And when I got to about 15 pounds, I could feel, 15 pounds is a long time, it's 18 months. I could feel that my grip wasn't increasing like I wanted it to. I could feel it was deficient in some way. So we went to adding this where I think these two machines just complement each other. This thing started working my inside of my forearm and made this, which made that so much easier to deal with. It's an excellent addition to the block. In fact, I wish I started it simultaneously to see what that would have done. To use the forearm machine, I put my foot against the side of the machine. The next step is getting the proper grip. Like a bull rider, you want to make sure you got a great handle, and that's all comfortable. Once I know I got these two things, then I grab the handle. The arm comes down on the machine, rests flat against here, an inch overhang on my elbow, and my forearm goes up in an angle like that. When I do the curl, my wrist is going to curl up, pinky upwards. I'm not going to go this or this. I'm going to do what my body naturally wants to do in that motion. Pull it up, curling my hand in, hold it for 1 second, and slowly come down. I do this 10 times. Prior to using the block and the pulley, I tried a multitude of other workout items for my hand and grip. I've tried the squeezy thing. I tried balls. I tried materials that wrapped around to do pull-ups. Another ones that were oversized for gripping, lat pulls and everything. All those are fine and dandy, but you can't control the ounces. There's only so many pull-ups I can do before my lats get tired and my grip hasn't changed. 4 or 5 pull-ups, 6 pull-ups, 10 pull-ups, 20 pull-ups. With this, I'm constantly increasing every time a calibrated weight I know that I can do.